Well, we got the Bronco up on the lift.
Yeah.
I'm afraid I haven't even looked up yet to see what I got.
This is a 1979. Looks like it was rode hard and put up wet.
Yeah.
As they say.
Seeing rust everywhere. So
yeah.
I have a leak to fix right here first,
you do.
which is normal.
Lots of new parts here. Now, is this the Ford 8.8 or is this a Ford 9-inch?
This is a 9-inch.
Okay.
And what's really cool is on the rear, it's a regular 9-inch, but on the front, it's a high pinion.
Oh,
All
nice.
the full-size Broncos had high pinion front axles, which is unusual in an early Bronco unless someone went to the trouble to cut it down 6 inches to make it fit underneath.
Yeah, yeah.
If you put a high pinion underneath an early Bronco, your wheels stuck out 6 inches.
Right.
Yeah.
Where is, I don't see a fuel tank here.
Oh, yeah, you'd have to point that out, wouldn't you? The fuel tank is the Milo's jug under the Milo's sweet tea under the hood.
Yeah. So this frame is a C-channel frame. It's not a boxed frame. Like on our early Bronco, it's a box, you know, like the frame is enclosed, but on this, it's just a C. And so you have your top and your bottom and the side.
Yeah, so it's open down the center. I did notice that it is boxed in at the front suspension.
Oh, okay.
But that's just a testament to why everyone said the early Bronco chassis was so strong. It's a fully boxed frame end to end.
Yeah.
And they just raced it like that.
Yeah. That's, man, that is crazy.
Well,
Leaf springs in the rear. And then, you know, you got your shocks. I mean, like, how are the bones? You know, like when you're looking at a second generation Bronco and you're getting one for fairly cheap, you're looking for good bones. How are the bones?
Well, okay, so
that's not a good pause.
Yeah, I hesitated. My frame looks like it's really good.
Yeah.
So frame steel looks great. It's all surface rust. But when Spencer said to look at the floor pans. Mm-hmm. So when I start back here and I look at the floor pans, I'm seeing some rust right in here on the bed floor. And he also said, hey, you know, when you're going to buy a full-size Bronco, don't worry about the parts that are not Bronco exclusive. Like the rear half of the truck is a Bronco, all the parts, like the bed floor, the quarter panels are Bronco only. The rest of the truck is an F-150 or an F-250, and he says they're making tons of those parts, so you don't need to worry about it. He goes, but start with your bed floor, and right here, that doesn't look real good.
Yeah, that...
is that my carpeting?
Yeah, that's no bueno. I need a
technical
shot. You got some over here, too?
Yeah.
And right here. So, yeah, your floor is not in good shape by any means.
I think the word I've heard people use is those are roached. So, yeah, they are completely ruined. So this truck, I am going to need to put this floor section in and these floor sections on the outside. Let's move forward and see what we got for the rest of the floor pan as we move up, towards the firewall?
So, yeah, looking at the front, I mean, it's better than the back, but, yeah, you still have just a ton of rust and a ton of pitting and, you know, just, I mean, there's not a lot that is salvageable. A lot of it needs to be replaced.
Well, it looks like I looked at the cross members, I looked at the frame front to back, and that all seems to be pretty good. Suspension mounts, we're supposed to look at the body mount still. Spencer said, make sure you look at those. And I see from about the toe board back, the pans start to rust. He did say you can get a rear floor section, but it comes in 3 pieces or what's called, they're patch panels.
Okay.
They're lengthwise. You get like the middle and the 2 sides. And you can get all of these as patch panels, but you can't get a full reproduction floor or a floor pan assembly like you can for an early Bronco.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty crazy. I mean, but this is what you're looking at when you're purchasing a second generation Bronco. I mean, we're at like, how old is this thing? 40 something years? Like,
yeah.
it's just time and age has worn on it. And so, yeah, you're going to have to do the work to get this back up and get it roadworthy. And, but a lot of this stuff, though, I mean, yeah, maybe not the floor pans, but you're going to clean up the frame eventually, and get it sandblasted, get it powder coated or whatever you're going to do. You're going to clean up the axles. You're going to rebuild this suspension. There's a lot of that you're going to redo anyway. But yeah, like you said, like you were kind of hoping that the body panels were maybe a little bit better, so you didn't have to do as many body panels, but it looks like you're going to have to do a lot.
Yeah. Well, but when you're paying under $4,000,
yeah.
I did get a 79 Bronco. I got my axles. It's a running driving, well, it doesn't have any brakes.
I know. Oh, I know.
It's a running truck.
Yeah.
And we
Not
did
stopping.
roll it in here with a flat tire.
Yeah.
But my frame's good. My hard parts are good. My axles are probably good. We didn't check the hubs. We need to check and see if the hubs lock and unlock.
Yeah.
But my engine, surprisingly, my oil pan has no leaks.
That is pretty surprising. Yeah. That's a shock. Your transmission does. What transmission is this?
It's a 3-speed.
Is it? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Looks like I might need a new muffler.
Yes.
And my coat hanger's starting to rust.
Yeah.
Back there.
Yeah. I like the coat hanger.
Yeah.
It's pretty classy. Might need a new shock. It looks like we exploded that one when we put it up on the lift. That's how it goes. This is cool though. I mean, when you're looking at a project, you have to weigh all that stuff. Like, how much work is it going to need to get it to the point where you can actually do it? How much are you capable of doing? And if you're going to strip it down to the frame and strip down the axles anyway, it doesn't really matter so much what, obviously you don't want holes in your floor pans, but you're gonna fix those. But that's why this truck was under $4,000. Yeah. When you're looking at a truck that's $15,000, it should not look like this. Maybe some early Broncos do, but you shouldn't buy those, in my opinion. But yeah, I think this is gonna be a really fun project to work on for sure.
There are a lot of early Broncos that are in this condition, and people will hide all of this damage. They'll plate the top and they'll pound the bottom up and they'll just undercoat it.
Yep.
And I mean, some people will go so far as to even fake the old bead rolls, and you'd swear the pans were good until you take the carpet out above and you see metal plating, and you take the plating off and then you find basically this sandwiched in between two layers of pretending the truck is solid. So I would rather put it on the lift and know and go, okay, this is what we're dealing with. But I feel like if we were to pull the body off and I were to replace the floor pans and put it back together with the frame restored, this would be a really nice truck.
It's gonna be a beautiful truck. Yeah, for sure.
Then there's the outside.
Well, let's hop up there and take a look at the top.
All right.
There's good and bad. The good is you've got a 1979 Ford Bronco.
The bad is I have this one.
Yeah. I mean, I was looking at the hard top and it's fuzzy. What is that?
It's losing its hair. What's funny is that it's fiberglass top. So the resin just eventually just goes away. And then this little 1/2 inch, what's called fiberglass chop, looks like a haircut.
Yeah.
And it's just starting to float off the back. And what's cool is you can go to a boat or marine shop or repair shop, and they will re-glass or re-resin the top and make it look really good. But typically it's going to be smooth and shiny like a boat, which is not what you want. They were more commonly textured like a vinyl top.
Okay.
But you can even add the texture in with a roller.
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, there's a lot that this Bronco needs. There's a lot of love that you're going to have to show this. But again, I mean, I think, the cool thing is you have a second gen Bronco. And what would you say, the greater the project, the greater the reward kind of thing?
The worse it looks, I'm attracted to hopeless causes like myself. So yeah, we'll, it just makes the project that much better when you finish it to go, oh man, I brought it from this to this.
Yeah.
It could scare somebody else off. But I'll do the rust repair on the floor. But do you think I'm going to make it to Supercell?
No, I don't. I don't think this is going anywhere
I told you
for
it
a
runs.
long
It
time.
runs.
I mean, I think it's super cool. I'm super jealous that you have a second gen, and yeah, I'm excited to see what all this becomes in the coming months. And yeah, I think if there's anyone that can do it, you can do it.
I just need a gas tank and some new tires.
Vroom.
Oh, wait, and brakes.
And brakes.
And brakes, yeah.
And put your feet through the holes in the floor.
No, we just won't. We just won't look in the back.
Well, there you go. A little brief, look around Donnie's truck and a full-size episode for Spencer.
Bargain Bronco.
That's right, bargain Bronco. Maybe you too can find a bargain Bronco. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.